Okay, I gotta start this right now. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call the January meeting to order. First thing on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the December 12th meeting. Are there any changes or corrections to those minutes?
So moved.
Second.
I guess that means there wasn't anything.
Diane just, I know what I was calling.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Opposed, one abstention. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is chairperson's report. I just want to remind everybody that I will not be here for the February meeting. I will be in Southern California, so,
I'll be here.
all right. The chair for next year will be running the meeting next month. So just, it'll be a little practice for him. Comments from board members. Oh, for those who, Greg had a prior commitment. He should be here, but he's going to be running late. So I just wanted you to know that. Comments from board members. Anyone else have anything?
I just want everybody to know I attended the community holiday party and
Well, I have a debate on that because I was here and I never saw you. So.
I saw Diane and I didn't see you. And I saw Chuck and I saw Terry.
I have
saw it.
photos.
And I do too.
I have photos with Santa.
And my kids have photos with Santa.
Alan will not take photos, we tried.
Yeah, they tried.
So,
We tried.
I was here for the first hour, so
and
I
I
don't
do
know what time
know,
you guys showed up.
I do know which employee member was in the Frosty suit.
So do I. I know
Did
which
you?
one was in the elf one too.
I thought it was Frosty, okay, so don't burst in bubbles. No, it was.
I sexually
Scott
harassed
did
Santa.
very proud, so. Any other comments other than the holiday party, which I don't think you were there.
Well, that's because you scurried out of there really quick.
I was there for an
We were
hour.
there for a
Actually,
long
Alan, she
enjoyable-
showed up not more than 10 minutes after I left.
I was there for an hour. So, we're all good? Move on. Reports from standing committees. I think we have something on the agenda for actually two committees. One under open, one under closed session. Next time, we're going to move on to administrator's report. Chuck, is there anything you want to add or highlight in your report?
Just a couple things. We had another attempted break-in the shed back here. They got through the gate, but they didn't manage to get into the actual shed itself, which is good. Doug is meeting tomorrow with someone to give us an estimate on demolishing the shed at K Park. We're having some difficulties with the time lock system. One, they only sent us one lock. Two, the lock that, at least based on maintenance, the existing doors are too heavy to support it. We would need to modify the doors or eliminate the doors. Probably also need some kind of closing system. I won't go into all the details, but as a temporary fix, we've managed to hire a rec leader for the next foreseeable couple months or so to open and close the restrooms on the weekends, and then Scott and Mark and I and Terry will meet and see if we can come up with some kind of feasible solution to this. And then we've scheduled an auditor's meeting on January 23rd, and we'll report back. Probably have to be the March meeting, report back, and I'll talk to you, Diane, about the other issue.
All right. Questions for Chuck? I got one. Okay. You know it's a pet peeve of mine. What's going on with our marquee signboard thing?
Yeah, because sometimes.
Northbound side is out at least every other morning when I drive by. South side, facing south, is fine. It's the north side, it's out.
I'll address that part of it, following up on that.
Okay, that's fine.
I guess I can go to it now.
Yeah.
If that's it, that's fine. You can go to it now.
We've had Pacific Neon out 3 times to assess kind of troubleshoot the board. Their technician, his opinion was it was a faulty cable, a relatively minor, inexpensive repair. It took quite a while to get the cable ordered back from the Midwest over the holidays, kind of dragged it out. We actually got the cable installed yesterday. The board was working fine, and this morning it wasn't. So we're back to square one. The most recent discussion I had with Pacific Neon was they're focusing now on the controller, and they have what they want to try is switch the connection from the good side
Okay.
over to the bad side, see if the bad side lights up. It works intermittently still, because when I left the office today, it was on. When I came back tonight,
It's gone,
It's
yeah.
gone. Very frustrating. The controller obviously would be quite a bit more expense than a $39 cable, but that's the next step in the process. So I'll get with Chuck and we'll figure out what's
Okay.
feasible. But all I can tell you is we're addressing it on a daily basis,
Okay.
trying to make it work as best we can, but
I think what we're facing is that the sign was cheaply put in however many years ago. It's an underground system. I suspect we've had rats eat the wires, all kinds of things.
Right.
So I think once down the line, the board and staff will have to meet and discuss what we're gonna do
Okay,
for a long-term fix.
all right.
maybe we put a nice mural on the north side and put all the messages on the side.
Yeah.
I'd be able to see it. No, we're just as frustrated now, and it's,
Yeah.
like I said, we thought we had it figured out, they were pretty confident. Chuck mentioned the rodent problem, there's evidence of that, you know, with the new tech going in and seeing it. The cable that it replaced is 29 feet long. The cable that was replaced was spliced down to about 3 feet. So we figured that over the years, every time they did a repair, or there was
Right.
damaged portion, they splice, and that still may turn out to be the case. But they're not giving up on it, neither are we. So we'll keep on it and see if we can get the darn thing fixed.
Yeah, see, to be that, you know, I've been around so long, it seems like we just put that thing in, but
Yeah,
how
it
many?
feels like it.
2001,
Yeah.
2000,
Still feels like it's new.
Yeah.
Right,
And it's
okay,
an invaluable marketing tool.
I know it
you
is.
So we want to make it work, and so that's where we sit right now.
all right. Anything else?
I just want to thank you for the kind words. It was a nice holiday event. Want to give praise to Supervisor Mark Bruner and our rec coordinator Shane Gutto. They both did a very nice job in putting that together. And something maybe you guys know, maybe you don't, but every year when we get ready to decorate these things, our district administrator is in there doing all the decorating. We also, obviously, the guys get the pieces, but Chuck spends a lot of time and energy, and he's really good at it. So I wanted just to.
No, I came by that morning of the party, and I came in, where's Chuck? Oh, he's at the store. So I went in there, he's up, putting all the decorations up. So
It gives me an excuse to get away from Terry.
I don't think you'd find too many district
you're
administrators.
actually
in our
putting that
area.
on tape?
I'm not putting it in the minutes.
And he was all dressed up with his tie on and everything. I was amazed.
Did you help Shane bake the cookies?
No.
No,
Okay.
Shane and Mark did that on their own.
Okay, okay.
Terry did it too.
Oh, Terry,
It
yes.
was a team effort, believe me.
Right.
All right.
But I think that's really all. We're in the process of putting together the spring summer activity guide. You'll have a copy of it for the March meeting. So
All right.
That'll go to print in mid-February.
Perfect. Any questions for Scott? All right. Terry? Okay. Any questions for Terry? Okay. One of these times, Terry.
Yeah, no.
Okay, next thing on the agenda is correspondence. We have 2 items. The first one was a notification of final computation of premiums for Capri, which is not on the agenda. The second one is a request for fundraiser, which is on the agenda coming up. So we'll get to that in just a minute. So we go to item 8, comments and reports from citizens and organizations. Is there anyone that would like to speak on anything that's not on the agenda? All right.
Well, actually, it's very informal. I just wanted to
Sure.
say thank you very much, Terry. I really appreciate the help you gave me.
No problem. I have questions regarding the agenda and the budget.
Got it. And you got your packet, because he's getting a
Yes.
packet,
That's why I
right?
had the questions.
Perfect. So we'll go ahead and move on to, well, we're going to take one thing out of order quickly. We're going to move on to item 10, A, request for a fundraiser in the community center on April 5th. Do you happen to be here for that?
Yes.
Why don't you come on up to the microphone? Why don't you just tell us who you are, and a little bit about what you want to do, and
My name is Peter Talboni. I'm a representative of First Samoan Methodist Church here in Sacramento. My position for the church, I'm a treasurer. We're looking forward to using the hall here for our fundraising for our church. The purpose for our fundraising is to raise our money to help to pay, we just buy a house for our church. And we want to raise the money to keep up the mortgage for our,
Okay.
for our house, for our church.
Okay. How many parishioners in your church, during your congregation, how many do you have? Do you know about?
A rough estimate, we have 8 members, families.
Okay.
Youth, I'll say probably 20, 25.
Okay. Perfect. Questions?
Is Yosefa Tupu one of yours? Are they part of the Tupu family? Are they part of your church?
Tuku family? No.
One of my students is very involved in her church and does the dancing. I was just wondering if she's one of yours.
I think that they're from Nazarene Church.
Staff, you have any issues?
No, they did
Okay.
it before.
Any alcohol? I mean, this is just,
No,
No
no
alcohol.
alcohol.
Okay.
We're serving food. We're having our, what you call luau.
okay,
Pretty much familiar, all you guys know about, our luau. So we serve food and soda, drink. There's no alcohol involved.
okay, perfect. Welcome, Greg.
I make a motion
Thank
to approve the fundraiser for the First Samoan Methodist Church on April 5th, 2013.
Second.
Perfect. I'm assuming that's supposed to be 2014, correct?
Oh, I'm sorry,
No,
2014,
no,
it's on the
I know.
letter,
I just-
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Just clarifying everything here.
Yeah,
All right.
April 5th, 2014.
Do we have a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm old and deaf. So we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? You are good to go. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you so
in this
much.
evening.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now going back to item 9A, unfinished business, DF softball contract renewal. So who's taking this committee?
I think it's a combination. We met with
I think
Dennis.
Dennis was going to give a report
Yeah.
update.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So we met with Dennis yesterday. He's going to give us an update of what's going on. We had a change in rain out days. We changed, original draft was 5 rain out days, and we changed that to 6, if that's an agreement with the board.
Okay. Is that days or weekends?
Days.
Okay,
What, it was 8.
It was a,
No,
Um,
we changed it from 5 to 8.
to 6. It was 8, we backed down.
You got your card.
We were supposed to change it to 6.
I haven't looked at it yet. So.
Yeah, in here, it's 6 days now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 6.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Six.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
So
So
three
it was
weekends.
originally 8, we backed down to 5, but then Dennis had a good point that usually it's the whole weekend that gets rained out, so we
Right.
rounded that to 6.
Okay, that's. I just
So
wanted
that's
to
the
clarify
only
that.
change in
Okay.
the actual contract language. So then Dennis is going to give a update on where he's at with
All right,
everything else.
perfect. Thanks, Dennis.
Okay. As Chuck and Sarah mentioned, I met with committee and Chuck yesterday. A couple of concerns, and I also wanted to give the committee a more of a verbal report of where we were at on the construction. This part here on the contract,